What is good, guys? Tats here. Welcome to my vlog. Just giving an update on the business, how everything's going, the breakdown of everything, ventures, everything I'm going off into. So just welcome to my journey along the way. Opened up in Phoenix Salon Suites. Officially lease started on Halloween. I just went from there. It's been a wonderful journey this whole way. Building up the clients, having the sales, things like that. It's been very productive, been able to get some art done. That's right here, for example. Haven't been able to complete anything yet. Been trying to get a lot of things started, projects, ideas in mind. And it's been one hell of a journey, and I love it. I've been being able to do better, be mentally a lot better off, focus on the craft a lot more. It's been wonderful. Shout out to Grind Design, still partner with them. And everybody lags, the whole crew. So it's just being here by myself now, weekly rent, so not losing a percentage, but maintaining that at the same time. So hasn't been so hard on me, considering the location, partnering with other businesses, things like that. Social media, TikTok has definitely helped. I can say hands down. I had a video go viral, so that definitely helped out. So it's just the small things like that. Now I'm in the process of working with the Small Business Association, the Better Development of Jamaica, to get more funding, to get a lot more money coming in, things like that. So it's definitely been one hell of a ride trying to get things done. I got the shirts and stuff like that now, so I'll be going out, having my merch just pop up, events that allow me, probably local stuff, things like that. Just venture off, because there's a lot of things I'm trying to do now, and it's definitely working. It's a lot of progress. It's not easy. It's doing a lot by myself, managing multiple platforms, things like that. Still trying to get art done, and still try to get that time for my own creative expression. I'm limited on the time able to get a lot of stuff done, because I want to stay consistent. That's the thing. So, but having that extra time to sit here and be like, oh, I'm gonna be doing this, that, and the third, and it goes hand in hand with each other in that sense, because you can't really rely on other people. That expectation, building where I'm building, how I'm trying to build it now, I slacked off about a week, and that definitely has affected me, being so busy and not posting up so much. So changing my hours now, doing things as such, helps me out in the long run, because I'm gonna still have that same consistent schedule, but I may probably miss one or two people, a handful of people a week. Because of that, I'll be closing a little bit earlier. But it's okay in the sense of I still have other ventures going on where the money lost isn't really technically lost. So I still have other means of income to suffice for my time being sacrificed. So where I don't have to my physical presence isn't needed to do so, which helps out in the long run, which a lot of artists I wish would incorporate and understanding that relying on shop owner, things like that is okay. But at the same time, shop owners is, I know Butch, he does other things too, so he has his mural business, other things also, still has a family. So things like that going together hand in hand, making sure, okay, you do this, that, and the third at the same time. Being busy on that scale of level is understandable, and having somebody there like me, hey, look, try to do this and this, keeping up with modern times, because you're worried about doing what you already got planned and everything like that, and then trying to play catch up with things. It's hard, but things work out in the long run. That's what I really realized. To each his own. People may feel some type of way, some people may not like my tattoos, some people may not like my work. Now, 4 or 5 years down the line from now, that may change. I aim to get better and keep doing this, because it's out of love, not out of chasing money. Because if money was the option, I would do. A lot of these cats go to the tattoo school and then come out, charge an arm and a leg. I knew cats in Texas that just finished their apprenticeship, charged an arm and a leg, and it's just like, yo, dude, come on. I'm still humble by my price. I understand affordability in New York City. People's having a hard enough time paying rent. If I know I can get 1, 3 people, 5 people a day, they're small tattoos, because it's more affordable, that's the best option for me. So I'd rather choose that and go with that route than say, okay, you know what, happen to deal with, okay, I had to break even with somebody so that they feel fulfilled enough that tell you they got their make their ends and you make your ends. So it's like things like that, like in consideration, ensure everything's up to date. And it's a lot sometimes because we all have bills, we all have things to keep up with. You got kids, things like that. So it's like chose to invest heavily inside the shop, making sure everything looks nice and perfect. Still budget friendly. I didn't go overboard and say, okay, spend some really fancy lights. You get some, buy ring lights, possibly break, damage, accidents happen, the wire stops working. So I turned around and I went and I got bar lights, easy to replace. Home Depot's right across the street. So for me, is making things a lot easier. And as such, getting the bench, the local business say, okay, get me out, I shout you out, things like that. So we got to each other at the end of the day. That's what truly matters. It's like, hey, what you got to do. You have the connections and collaborations to keep you going. Because we move in, it's New York City. New people move in the neighborhood, people move out. So in a lot of places now are developing. So if you do get a location where, a buildings is getting put up, or a whole lot of buildings is being put up, a lot of houses is being built, 2 getting demolished and turned into 4 families. So it's like things like that when you take into consideration, like, okay, they have a whole bunch of apartment buildings over here in this area. Would my services be in a well-trafficked area now? And can I get in at a long-term lease for a lower price? So I may get a 1-2 year lease, try it out, get the locals, see how the locals are, get it just of the neighborhood, things like that. Because at the end of the day, the way we feel about stuff, people got a family to feed. To their own. By any means is means though. See, that's an example of like, hey, he wanted to make that change in his life, and he made it happen. I mean, that's at the same time, it just goes to show us like, hey, are you willing to take that risk for your life, your well-being, to sit here and do? And he did. Then the success. I mean, yes, downfall, but that's the same thing like Loki. All branches of the timeline. Wrong decision, doing the wrong thing, bad business. There it goes. Yeah. So it's doing business the way I've been doing has been very successful. I can't lie. It's more than I expected. I'm still trying to, that come springtime, after the second quarter of this year, come the second quarter, just the first, get out there, do things like that. Definitely bring artwork and stuff to 42nd Street and get the money back up, Definitely, see if I could find the prints of the art itself made, or, smaller scales of it for the big ones to sell for the print and stuff. And get that extra bit of bread. Ended up be heat pressed to make the shirts and stuff. That was a good investment to start off with. Just my stuff online. I gotta start the Shopify store. So have the merch and stuff. Definitely, there's a lot of stuff to get done. Getting the soaps, the aftercare. Still have to call, so I'll record another video beforehand for FYT. Partnering with, I don't know, New York, partnering with them, have the discount code for the TikTok shop, and as well as on here to earn, and help out. Definitely get tips, making sure to get your EIN number if you're in the US, so you can purchase, be able to write it off on your taxes. That's another big thing too, making sure, download Coursera tax course so you can understand it a lot better. That's definitely a tip of the day. Download Coursera, download, the TurboTax, so you can understand and make sure it's up to date, to par, and then whatever bracket you fall under, make sure you download the proper tax from the IRS website, and then you can file it yourself and you're good. I mean, even if you're certified for it, that's even better. So now you have form of income. So now you can get you know exactly what the client's budget is. So you be like, hey, I'm only like 500. Like, nah, you like 26 bands. Let's go. Let's run it. Edit the paperwork so your wife won't know. Your significant other won't know. But on paper, it'll say a little bit less. But but that's to show like, not the slow season itself. That January when people's like preparing and waiting the W-2s to get sent out. same time, okay, hey, tattoo artist, tit for tat, tax and tats. You can another with it. Definitely enriching, tax services, local area, things like that. And it's out. Definitely, because I was planning on doing, making sure, that this, hey, look, you guys are discounted, make sure you get a lot more customers, because that's just making sure each desk or just has my poster, things like that. And, it helps easier to do what everything's doing like that, and then working with the small business, so the SBS, those services, support from them definitely helps out, and now I did not expect it, grace of God,